Good morning. I'm Larry Woodham, the Green Winer. We talk about a lot of things at Bunker Hill, but one thing that's extremely important is once you open your bottle of wine, how do you preserve it for the longest haul? And a lot of people, that's pretty mystifying. If you don't do anything, if you just go home and open your bottle of wine and put the cork back in it or whatever, it's about 2 days and you know it's not going to last. Well, we think that's the wrong approach. You should have the longest possible time at keeping that wine at the optimum level of enjoyment. So we're going to show you how we do it here at Bunker Hill, and we really think you should go down this road. Now in front of me I have two different bottles. They're both strawberries. This one over here is just our strawberry wine, right off the shelf behind me. This one over here is the strawberry sparkling wine, like champagne if you will. So keep that in mind. This has bubbles, this does not. Now, when you open a bottle of wine, you pour your glass. Most of us will put the old cork back in, or God forbid it's a screw top, but we put a screw top back on it. All we're doing is forcing oxygen against our wines. Oxygen is the villain with wines, folks. No matter what anybody else tells you, you want to make sure you take oxygen off your wine or away from your wine, because otherwise it's going to cause it to go bad very quickly. It oxidizes wine just like it does other commodities. So, what we recommend at Bunker Hill on your regular bottle of wine, now we're going to talk about sparkling in a minute, is something that's called vacuum. This is how it comes in a package, just like this. A pump stopper. Now here's just an example of a package just like this. They come in different colors. This one's pink, they come in blue and white and black and purple. I mean, they come in different colors, but they all function identical. So this is how they'll come, just like this. We're going to show you how this operates. You open the package. Now let's pretend you just poured you a glass of wine. We have about this much gone out of it. You don't put the cork back in. What you do is take this stopper and you put it right in the bottle just like this. This fits on the top of it just like this. And I like to grab it, overlap my hand between the bottle and this pump. Now you don't have to be fast, you don't have to be hard, just steady. And when there's a vacuum in this bottle, this thing will tell you, it will go click, click. So listen for the click, click. Hear that? Hear that click, click? It's not going to take very long. It just depends on how much wine you have or don't have in your bottle. So the more wine that's out of here, of course, it's going to take a few more pumps because you have more oxygen. But now, I want you to see this. I'm going to turn this bottle down on its side. Watch this. The only thing that's holding that stopper in is a vacuum. There is no more air in this bottle. You just extended the life of your wine to 30 days. Now you have a responsibility, of course, each time you pour out of this, you've got to pump it down. You can't say, well, I did it last time, I'm not going to do it this time. Each time you open this bottle of wine, pour yourself or your companion a glass of wine, you want to make sure you pump it down. Very simple. That's called a vacuum in. It's the only thing we recommend for regular wines. Now, this is a sparkling wine over here, a little different. With your sparkling wines, we want to keep the bubbles in. We know they have bubbles. Now, if you want it, most of the time you open a bottle of sparkling wine, they're only good for a day, maybe two, and then of course, we lose our bubbles. This thing on the top here, like this. This is called a champagne stopper saver. I don't know if you can see how this thing does. It's got a stopper in the middle. This thing folds like this. It's going to lock onto the neck of the bottle, just like this. So I'm going to put it back on. I'll show you what I'm talking about. You put it on like this and you go, it clicked. You do that each time you open it. Now what that's doing is, that's holding inside here the bubbles as long as possible. It may last up to a week because this is keeping it in, but you got to do it every time. You got to put this back on. There's lots of gimmicks in the marketplace out there, but this is the one that really works. So keep that in the back of your mind. Now this one comes in different colors. The one that's on here is a black, but they come in blues and burgundies. They come in different colors. They all function exactly the same. Now, that should make it fairly simple for all of us to become experts in preserving our wines. So until next time, I'm Larry, the Green Winer. Thank you and have a wonderful day.